not filming all the work I'm doing. Unfortunately, this lucky little fellow has to move. It's got a bug, but it's not helping. I need to be able to work here, so I guess you're leaving. There he goes. So I've done some work on the walls. It's far from finished. I did some work on behind that door. But I'm not feeling it right now. I've been working quite a lot on the walls lately, and I'm a bit bored. So it's not going to happen. It's not like I'm in a rush to get these walls finished or anything. They are not going to be painted for quite some time. So I'm going to find something else to do.
Next morning.
Film much today, or I did film, but the lens was a bit dirty, so I'm not sure how much I can use. I've been working on trying to perfect all the light fixtures. I've been working on the corners. I've been working on that, and I've been doing some work on that mess. That's gonna need another 15 coats or so before that's decent. I did some work upstairs, up here. And I've basically finished the whole of the office, which is great news. It might not look like it, but it's actually ready to sand. So I can start sanding in here as soon as I have a new vacuum cleaner. Because the one I have is completely useless. It's noisy, it doesn't suck, which is kind of, kind of needed when it comes to a vacuum cleaner. That's the one I have. I wouldn't recommend anyone buying that. That's like the worst 80 euros or whatever it was I've ever spent. Just terrible. I'm also trying to get hold of a giraffe sander, which is not that easy actually. I'm trying to get a decent one, and well, it's basically not happening. I might get a cheap one. The problem is those are heavy, so I might not use it, so we'll see. It's to be continued. The dogs are enjoying the sun, and I'm gonna head into the house to do some work, especially down there. As you guys probably heard, we're gonna make this habitable down here, which means we are gonna excavate everything. But before that, we need to empty the whole place. And we are in the process right now to, well, I shouldn't say excavate the whole place, but we're in the process of finalizing the whole plan to start excavating it. So it might not happen within the next 2 days, but it's gonna happen. So what I'll do is, I'm gonna remove these doors that have been here for quite some time, and I will close off the door to the house and make that permanently shut for a while, and have this as an entrance to the basement, because this is where the digger will enter whenever that's going to happen. Anyway, so I'm going to start removing everything here. Probably going to need to do some digging by hand and then remove the doors. So yeah, let's get going. timber. So this is quite frustrating. This is like the perfect spot for mosquitoes, which is not that nice when I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but yeah. Windows in excellent condition. Let's show you guys the conditions of the walls here. So with the broom, it's slightly damp down here. Next up, I am going to shut this door. I am going to screw it shut, close this whole section off. This is where the burglars went in when we had a burglary in here about 2 years ago. It's not going to stop anyone from entering the house, but it's going to make it slightly harder.
That's what she said.
So that's going to happen. I'll close that door, and the only entrance to the basement will be through the large opening, which is going to be open. So it's going to be open and airy down here, and we'll see if that airs out the whole area a bit, and then we'll start digging at some point. So exciting times ahead. Okay, first, step number one is to actually see what I'm doing, which means getting some light down here. Let there be light. Okay, so we have a door here, or a door. I think she actually tried to insulate the door with old bags of chicken food. Don't think it was particularly good. This is our old key. Another old key, which is great for locking a door. Another one, a stick that was used to close it. Oh, another stick. A pot, if you need to, I don't know, random rubble. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna brush everything down here, deal with it in the future. Rubberized tray. That's a nice stove. Right, that's beautiful. I'm gonna leave it like that. So I like things nice and tidy. I'm not gonna screw this shut actually. I'm gonna build a contraption from the inside so that I can actually open it if I feel like walking this way for as long as this will be here, which is not that long actually. It's gonna be removed because we are probably gonna rebuild the staircase that goes behind here. Because we need to lower it a bit, so we need to add a few steps in the beginning, which basically means we have to rebuild it, which leads to these being changed. Anyway, not gonna happen anytime soon, as you guys know. So I'm gonna build a contraption to close the door from the inside. This is also inside, but from the other side. Okay, so I made a beautiful mess down here and I have managed to close off the door. Let's check it out. So basically what I've done is I'm going to close it like so. Add that board down there. Add this board up here. I mean it's not bulletproof, but if we want to get in here it's going to be noisy. We have cameras and there's nothing of value in here, so I'm not particularly worried about burglary, but it's gonna make them at least work for a bit before we get in. That's done. I'm gonna continue working with something else. I've been all over the place today working on. That's probably the most visible thing I've done. I worked in the corners. One more coat on that. I've been doing quite a lot of work upstairs, which I didn't film. The work I'm doing right now is not really YouTube friendly. It's basically hours and hours of work without any visible difference. So it's a bit frustrating if you want to see any work I'm doing because there's nothing to show. Basically tiny work like that. That's how it's going to be for a while, I guess. I have been trying to organize the digging of the basement, and that's also proving to be rather difficult, as everything else. I'm trying to organize a digger without renting one, instead of buying one, and that's not easy either. Yeah, to be continued, I guess.
There we are. That was most likely the worst decision in the history of mankind. It's 30 degrees Celsius today, which is at least 800-900 Fahrenheit. We are going to landscape this whole area because we want to do a vegetable garden here and we want to do lawn. None of it will most likely be great, but we want to keep it a bit tidy because we have nettles the same height as me, which is not great. Which is also not great is removing the doors to the basement, because now anyone can come here, burglar all the valuable things we keep down there. Why? I'll show you guys in the next episode. I'm gonna head over to Osvaldo's now, which is our 85-year-old neighbor, because he has a lawn which is slightly nicer than that, next to our pile of beauty, because we have all of that. So that's why I'm heading to his. But before that, I'm gonna make the greatest decision of all time, which is grab a beer in the sun. This is his vegetable garden.